Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be making some Christmas inspired nail art. I already have my person tips prepped, buffed, base coated, and I have my base color on there using this beautiful polish from BOBO gel polish, and it's in the color number 36. If you want a more detailed video on how to prep, I will leave a link up on the screen that you could click on. So now I'm just going to start off with my design using these white polish from Georgeous, and I just placed 2 drops of that on my mixing plate. So I already have some alcohol in here, and what I want to do is prep the brush that I will be using in this video by dipping it into the alcohol and wiping off the excess. So right now what I'm doing is gauging where I want the whole saying to be on the tip. So I just dip my brush into the white polish and I start my design. I always love Christmas, it's just legit the best day in December because it is a holiday and I get to stay home all day, or just go out with my family, and oh, what a beautiful H I have drawn. So I just drew an O to it. I moved on to the next lettering. So yeah, Christmas is awesome, and I really like it when we all go as a family to church for a beautiful, lovely carol on the eve of Christmas. It's always, something to look forward to. It's always so nice. I really wish I had made the last HO saying to be smaller, but it actually turned out okay. Okay, we getting somewhere. Now the next thing I'm doing is curing in my sun LED lamp for 30 seconds. After curing, I take out my OPI True of Blaze and I place a drop of that on my mixing plate. Next, I dip my brush into the alcohol and wipe it down. So I thought it would be a cute touch if I added a little hat to one of the HOs, and it actually was. So I wipe off the red polish and I pick up some white polish, and I was going to use my nail art brush, but then I decided to use my dotting tool to make that white ball at the end of the hat. So I took out the blue dotting tool because it actually has the perfect ball size. So I dipped it into the white polish and then I placed the dot at the end, and then I cured. After curing, I'm going to be using the smaller side of the dotting tool to make some small dots around the nail. I will also be turning some of these small dots into tiny stars. And what you want to do for that is you just pull from the top of the dot, and then you pull from the bottom, and then you pull to the sides. See, that was so easy. So I'm going to do that for a few more, and then I will cure the nail. OMG, this nail is so pretty. Let me just add 1 or 2 more dots, yeah, and then let me pop this in the light. But before I cure it, I actually added 1 more star, and now we're going to move over to the next nail, which is the middle finger, because for now I'm not sure what I want to do with the index finger yet. So yeah, anyways, I grabbed my inside Betherweight. Oh, am I saying that right? Anyways, in the color number 616211, and I just turned this around so that I can have some space to actually put my polish down, and I dropped 2 coats of that on the mixing plate, and I want to start my design. So I will be drawing a reindeer, and what I want to do is actually draw the base of it. So the first thing I do is wipe down my brush, and I've really disrupted my pinky. Maybe I shouldn't close this thing too tight. So I wipe off the brush just to get off all the products, and now I'm going to start by drawing the base of the reindeer. This gel polish is so easy to work with, it just like glides in there. And I did take this design from another nail tech and she's called V Nailed It. So I'm kind of recreating her work with a few touches here and there. You guys already know that I'm not the best at drawing art, so I'm trying to get this base as perfect as I can since the beginning. So I realized that there was not going to be enough space for me to draw at the top of the design, so I decided to clean up from the top by reducing the shape on the top and then increasing the bottom. So I'm just using my cleaner brush from my kit, and everything I used in my video will be linked in my description box below. I've been using this cleaner brush for a while now and it's quite great. It gets the job done. So I'm just filling up any sides that I felt that I over cleaned and all of that. So yeah, there should be enough space now. So I just zoomed in my camera for you guys to see what I was doing, and I'm still drawing the base of the reindeer, but this is actually the head shape. So I actually reduced it a little bit so that I can have enough space to draw the antennas and the cute reindeer's ears. And then I fill up any sides that like I felt I over cleaned. So now I'm going to be drawing the ears of the reindeer, and then I draw the antennas as well. So I had to clean up that ear and redraw it because it was a bit too close to the antenna and I needed it just a tinge further away. So that is what I did, and I'm so sorry because at some point my hands went off camera. Please bear with me. So yeah, this is my base, and now I'm just going to be drawing the base for the tiny little legs. And then I just cured the nails. So after curing the base, we are going to mat it using my velvet top gel from chbluxry. And I'm doing this because I will be outlining the reindeer with my white polish from Georgeous, and I will be sugaring it with some acrylic. So I just want everything to be top coated and ready to go for when I want to do the design. And I really like their brush because it is tapered and it helps you to get as close to the cuticle as you can if you are painting on yourself without touching any skin. So I just cured the design for 30 seconds, and after curing I clean up my detailing brush because we are going to be doing some outlining details. And I'm starting off with the mouth area, and then I move over to the rest of the nail using my white polish. And I just want to point out that when you're doing nail art, it's best to work with products that you're actually comfortable with. Whether it's acrylic paint, regular polish, or gel polish, it has to be something that you're comfortable with, okay? And I feel like if you overthink a design, you will just be overwhelmed and you mess up the whole design. It's better you just go for it. I feel like you get the best results. And yeah. Also, make sure to clean up your lines if they aren't curved or straight enough for you, like I did. And I just want to apologize if at any point my hand went out of frame. So finally we are done. This took forever. Okay. And now I'm just going to be pouring some white acrylic over the design using my metallic cuticle pusher to pour the acrylic over the nail. And I'm doing this while the white polish is still wet to give it some sugared effect. So I tap off the excess and then I cure for 60 seconds. And this is after I've cured, so I take my fluffy dusting brush and dust off the remaining excess. And you want to take your time to do this to get off all the excess of the acrylic. And look how pretty that looks. So cute. So the next thing I will be doing is drawing the outline for the eyes using my white polish again. So you don't want to mess up the whole nail art. You want to do this step by step so it doesn't mess up the whole nail art. So I tried to make sure that I got the geckos from the time in beginning so that I'm making my life easier. Y'all know that I'm not so perfect at nail art drawing, so... Oh, look how pretty it looks. I'm obsessed. So at this point, I was trying to gauge where I'll be putting the brows, but I ended up not putting any eyebrows because I realized it was going to ruin the whole design because baby boy does not have any eyebrows. So I just moved over to the nose area and I'm just going to be drawing out the nose, which is nothing serious, just a big oval and a small smirk mouth. Yeah. So before curing, I'm just going to go over that with some white acrylic to create that sugaring effect again. And then I tap off any excess before curing so that the light from the lamp can actually penetrate throughout the whole entire nail. I added some more because I skipped some spots. So after curing, I just dust off the excess. So the next thing I want to do is actually fill up that blank side with a kind of snow mountain effect around the reindeer. And then I sugar that up and pop it in the LED lamp for 60 seconds. After curing, I dust off the excess, and lastly, I'm going to be adding some tiny dots and stars around the reindeer. So I'm switching up to the smallest dotting tool that I have, which is this pink one, and it should work perfectly for my design because it's the smallest. So I did the dots and I cleaned up when necessary, and then I also cured once I was done with the dots and the stars. So while that nail is curing, I figured out what I want to do with the index. So I will be writing Mary on this tip and Xmas on the pinky because I wanted like a busy design. So I wanted to write using my dotting tool. I wanted to try it out. Then I was trying to figure out whether I wanted it to be horizontal or vertically. I ended up going with horizontally anyways. And right now I'm just writing Mary on the nail. So the E didn't turn out so great. I cleaned it up and tried to amend it, but it still wasn't awesome. So I had to clean up the whole thing at the end of the day and rewrite the E. After I completed the Mary, I cured in my LED lamp for 30 seconds. So while that nail is curing, I decided to write the Xmas on the pinky and then I cured afterwards. Once the Mary tip was out, I made some dots and some stars around it, and then I cured. So I couldn't find the clip where I put the dots and the stars for the Xmas. Anyways, I just drew a red hat on the S and then I cured it for 60 seconds. So for my last design, I wanted to try out that knitted sweater design, and this is my first time, so let's see how I do. So I started off with a border, and so as we know, my line art isn't the best. So I just thank God for alcohol and cleaner brushes because I mean okay, so I cleaned up the line after drawing it out, and then I cured it for 30 seconds or thereabout. After curing the border, I started off the design. So I start off with 2 tiny lines under each other. And now I just connect them from the left to the right line. I felt I could have done this design much neater, but I was already so exhausted and tired. So I made another row of the 2 lines. I'm definitely going to try this design with much straighter lines. And yeah. So next I made a row of dots and I used my nail brush to do this. I could have just used my darting too, but like I said, I was already so tired. Then I made 2 extra lines of the knitted design and I poured some clear acrylic on it to seal up the design and make it firmer. I tap off the excess and then I cured in my LED lamp and dusted off the remaining excess. So I went ahead and cleaned up my decks area because we're at the final stage, and I also was filming this clip at night because I went out for the whole day and I just got back. So I'm going to be top coating this using my new show no wipe top coat, and it's in the number 52. I prefer no wipe top coat over regular top coat because it makes my life easier. You don't have to deal with any tackiness, and this top coat is super shiny and it brings out these nails. Oh my god, these nails are so pretty, especially when you put on the top coat. My camera is not doing enough justice, you guys. I'm gonna make this one in slow-mo. Let's see how that goes. Oh my goodness, I'm melting. These nails are fire. Wow. Do you even see that shine? Oh my god. My camera is not picking this up. It's making me so mad. Oh my god, I can't contain myself right now. So after I top coated these nails, I actually let them sit for about 15 seconds. And then I cure them for 60 seconds, which is the final curing. And then I take them out, and this is what we have. Yep, this design is to die for. I love them. Okay. And this is how they're looking like when I put them on. So I just applied some cuticle oil to my cuticles, and I feel like I should actually make a video on how to put on your personal nails, because some people be doing it wrongly and I'm just there like, you are ruining my handwork, you guys. Girl, this is bad. Oh my god, I can't contain myself, you guys. Look at how pretty this turned out. It is so beautiful. Oh well, we've come to the end of the video. Please click the like button if you enjoyed this video as much as I did, and subscribe if you haven't, and also tap your post notification bell so you can get notified every time I drop a new video. Also share this video with your friends and your family, and don't forget to leave a comment. I will get back to you guys in the comment section as well. And that being said, I will be doing a giveaway on this particular set on my Instagram at Benny Nailed It. The handle will be up on the screen for you guys, so please look out for that and don't forget to participate as well. The instructions on how to win this will be on my IG page as well, so follow me on IG and just stand a chance to win. Bye guys, love you.